Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Bo again. So, today we are going to talk about some news coming out of the great state of Nevada. And we are going to talk about, well, how that state now joins two other states, with probably more on the way, in following a certain course of action. We're going to talk about how it got to this point and what kind of pushed it along. And we're going to talk about a realization, an acknowledgement that at some point is going to have to occur. Okay, so if you have missed the news, Nevada has announced that 6 people, many of whom are within the Republican leadership in the state, have been charged. And they have been charged in relationship to the whole fake elector thing. So it is like Michigan, like Georgia, and odds are more states will follow, at least one more. It looks like the charges range from offering a false instrument for filing, offering a forged instrument. It's stuff like that. They are felonies. So, my understanding is that the prosecution was looking into this. They were investigating it, and things were moving along. However, it picked up, and the investigation gained a lot of steam when the prosecution was able to secure the cooperation of one witness in particular, a witness that is reportedly Kenneth Cheesebro. Most people will recognize that name from the proceedings in Georgia. So, from here, what happens? It's going to look like Georgia and Michigan. It's going to follow that same path. There's a lot of procedural stuff that has to be gone through, but the process is now underway there. You know, for quite some time, a lot of Republicans have leaned into the idea that, well, it's politically motivated to get Trump. That's what it's about. And that they've pushed that narrative, and a lot of high-ranking Republicans have followed suit. At this point, you are talking about multiple jurisdictions, multiple prosecutors, multiple avenues of evidence, multiple grand juries, all reaching the same conclusion. At some point, it's going to have to be acknowledged that the conduct is being viewed in multiple jurisdictions the same way. Every one of these people has the presumption of innocence, all of them. The evidence that is being leveled, it is pretty much the same. It's the same type of evidence in each jurisdiction. It makes the line that it's politically motivated a little bit harder to swallow, or it should. Especially now that you have people from one case cooperating and reportedly providing evidence in a case in another state. Everybody has the presumption of innocence. Everybody is entitled to a defense. The framing, though, of this being politically motivated, it's starting to fall apart. Obviously, there were a lot of people who did not believe that that's what was going on to begin with. But even amongst those who are ardent supporters of the Republican Party, at some point you have to look at all of this and acknowledge that multiple jurisdictions have reached the conclusion that something occurred, it dealt with the election, they believe it to be criminal, and that the purpose, at its heart, was to alter the outcome of the election and take away your voice. At some point, that's going to have to be acknowledged. With this particular case, you're probably looking at quite some time before you start to see real movement on it. because it's going to be just like the lead up to the other cases. It's going to take time. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.